Good morning, Patriots, citizens of New Braunfels, CMBRG, all you guys, everybody. I just want to tell y'all thank you for tuning in and watching this. I just want to remind everybody today is a big day. It's election day. There's some constitutional amendments to vote for, some really important stuff that's on the docket. I've got some sample ballots here. Look, it's paper and fill in the blank. It's not a electronic machine. So I hope that's right. It says fill it in with a blue or black pen. So I'm hoping those stupid, fraudulent machines are gone. But anyways, I've always hated those things. Like to go over a couple of these things with y'all. Excuse my face and scruffiness. Halloween's over. I'm getting a haircut this week. I did my Forrest Gump thing, and that's all done. But anyways, back to some serious stuff. All right, so we've got several things here. First, I'll start with the school districts. Both school districts are trying to pass some bonds and some tax raises. If you look at each item, at Comal and NB, they all say at the very end, before it goes to the Spanish part, it says, this is a tax increase, folks. We need to pay our teachers more, a lot more. Okay? We need to build more buildings. But they need to live within their means, folks. And if we just always tell them yes, 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 they will never come back. And that's what always happens. These bonds, these taxes, they always pass. They will never learn to live within their means and send us something reasonable. This stuff is not reasonable. When you dig into it, you look at it, you're buying giant cisterns for your high school that no one uses, that doesn't do a thing, that just looks pretty. Now, I know we want a nice campus for our kids, and we want them to be, I've got, well, 2 kids in public school now. One graduated last year. But we want them to be responsible, and they will not be responsible if we just always say yes. Folks, we need to send them a resounding no. And even if it's just a close call, it will at least make them think twice. I'll tell you the people that do vote, because most of us don't vote. We get like 4% turnout. The people that do vote is the teachers in those districts and all the administrators that are going to give themselves a raise. Now, the teachers need a raise. The administrators, I don't think so, folks. I'm sorry. Not with the way they've handled things the last couple of years with all this stuff. I'm sorry. They don't deserve a raise. The teachers do. They've been dealing with some stuff. They are underpaid vastly. Our teachers, our police, they all need a huge raise in this county, in the city. But folks, our administration does not. They are really well paid, and they can survive with what they've got. The teachers need the increase, not the administrators. And if you just give them carte blanche and don't hold them responsible, then what are they going to do? All right, folks, so I challenge you to get out and vote today. I hope you will go vote down every single one of these school board amendments. I'm not sure that they're going to fail. They always pass. But we need to send them a message so that next time they think a little more carefully and think, maybe we shouldn't put that little waste and fraud in there, or whatever it is. Maybe we shouldn't put that wasteful project in there. Maybe we should tone that down a little bit so we make sure this passes next time, because people are starting to watch and pay attention. So I hope the teachers get a raise. Okay, I really want that to happen, but I don't want it to go on the backs of us. Now, I want to make something clear. Don't lose me here. Don't go away. The city just took their portion of the county's assessment tax that they get. Okay, the city's portion of the taxes, they increased your taxes. Yes, every one of your councilmen and your mayor voted to increase your taxes this year. And most people don't know that. They increased, a couple councils ago, I was sick with COVID. I couldn't go up there and speak. And they closed down, that was the first time, ironically, that they closed down Zoom so no one could speak, was when they were voting on the final reading to increase your taxes, folks. They increased your taxes, and so your assessment goes up at least 10% every time. And so your taxes are going up dramatically already, and now they want to do all this stuff to increase your taxes. It's disgusting, folks. More and more and more. Our taxes are going to be through the roof. Your assessment's through the roof. And now you're going to be paying even more. You're going to come back next year and you're going to look at your assessment. And your assessment's going to go up, and you better fight that, folks. If you don't fight it, it's at least 10% they're going to go up. And even if you're homesteaded, they'll do it more than that. And your taxes are going to go up at least 20%. You're going to see a massive increase from last year. So a $1,000 bill last year will be $1,200 this year. Whatever. 2,000 will be, 2,400, whatever. It'll be a huge increase every year. And that may not be a lot if you think about it. But It's an increase that they don't need. We don't have a taxing problem. We don't have an income problem. We have a spending problem. If you look at the waste and fraud in the city, and I'm very active in all that stuff, and I see the waste and fraud there, they're wasting money, paying for consultants, all this kind of stuff. I guarantee this happens in the school districts. I've been focused on masks and all that stuff and my rights as a parent, so I haven't gotten into all this stuff hot and heavy with the school districts and paid a lot of attention to that. We'll move into that as soon as we can. But folks, they're just wasting money left and right. The administrators make tons of money. Mr. Kim, who isn't even qualified for his job, makes tons of money. It's ridiculous, folks. These people are overpaid, and the teachers are underpaid. And they want to put it on us to pay the bill, to raise those, to give them a 3% raise. Those teachers should have an automatic 3% raise every year just to try to stem off inflation. That's not even enough for that, especially with this guy in power now. Anyways, I got to cut to the chase. Constitutional amendments. There's some very important stuff there. I'm not going to go over all of them. Some are about some judges and some things like that. But one of them, number 3, constitutional proposition number 3, restricts the government some more. And we always need to restrict the government. It basically says they can't do the lockdowns, all that kind of stuff. They can't tell us we can't go to church, we can't assemble, those kinds of things. It's already a First Amendment right, but for some reason they felt like they had to put that in to our state constitution. Should have been there already. They shouldn't be able to restrict your right to assemble. And that's what they're trying to do there with Proposition 3. Let's see. And Proposition number 7 is allowing, that's a veteran thing, spouse, veteran dies, whatever, and it limits taxes. Look at that. So you can go, and I'm going to put a link down here for a little guide that will help you. I can't see it with the reflection. That will help you to go through these one by one, look at each amendment, and look at them very carefully and make your decision. There's some stuff about judges and qualifications for judges. The sports team thing with rodeos for fundraisers, stuff like that. There's some important stuff there, but I am staunchly for number 3. And there's some other ones you need to look at really carefully. Read them carefully. Think about it, folks. Think about limited government. Think about restricting them from taking away your powers. They're taking away your rights when we don't restrict the government. So restricting the government is always a great thing. So keep that in mind. Tax raises, tax increases. Taxes are plenty high. Okay, we have plenty of taxes, and they're going to increase more and more every year with this growing county, and we have got to stop it. So I ask for you to go vote down these bonds. It is a great time to get a bond because it's cheap right now. The loans are cheap, the interest rates are low, and my initial thought was, I'm okay with the bonds, but it still becomes a tax increase. So you need to think about that, folks. Do you want to live in this town where you're renting your house eternally? Even if you own it outright, you're basically renting it from the county and the city. And they're increasing your taxes in the city, and most people don't know that. And so it's just going to go up exponentially. It's going to be this massive increase next year. And we go, what? We voted for that? And our city voted for that? It's really bad. So get out there and vote today, folks. You got to get out there and go. It's on paper. So this is an actual ballot that has a paper trail. Unlike those old computer systems we were using in the last few years where you're just pushing on a screen, you have no idea what it selected. It looks like it selected what you selected, but you have no idea. Anyone could change that. So finally we have something that we can hold them accountable with. So folks, get out there and vote today. If you got lunch, I'm trying to get this out before lunch. If you can go on lunch and vote, tell your employer, hey, I've got to go vote. They've got to respect that. Get out there and vote this evening on the way home before the polls close. I'm not sure when they close, but I'm going right after this and go get it done. I had a break between jobs, and I'm going to go get it done. Folks, y'all need to get out there. Y'all need to go vote. Y'all need to make it count. And none of this 4% turnout stuff. We've got to get out there in droves and tell these people, no, y'all need to be more accountable. Y'all need to do a better job. Y'all can't just get a blank check from the people anytime you want. You can't just propose a big crazy bond. No, sorry. Come back with a special election and put a more reasonable proposition out there. Stop raising our taxes. Enough is enough. You're not raising our taxes anymore. You've got enough of our money. Enough. You be more responsible, government. You be more responsible, whether it's the ISD, whether it's Comal County, whether it's Texas, our nation. You be more responsible, city of New Braunfels. All of you, be more responsible. Let's send them a loud and clear message. No. Go back, start again, give us something more reasonable. Stop raising our taxes. Enough is enough. All right, y'all. Y'all take care. I love y'all. Give you another video. Look for a little haircut next time. Maybe I'll look a little bit better, a little more cleaned up. So I love you guys. Thank you all for your support. And y'all take care. See you next time. Oh, I forgot to turn this off.